Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's so good to have y'all back here for week 2 of the Mcskiddley Show. I've got Emily and Caleb Jones here with me tonight, so I'm excited to have them here. They are members 3 and 4, I guess, or 4 and 5 of our squad that we're going to be, I guess, kind of interviewing or doing for this podcast. You know, we'll get the other 2 guys on here next week, hopefully, but just kind of want to start this episode out. You guys just kind of share a little bit about yourselves and who you are. And so, Emily, you want to start with you?
Nope, let Caleb start.
Okay, Caleb.
So my name's Caleb Jones. I originally grew up in Ocean Springs, Mississippi. I went to Van Cleve High School. There's a big debate over where we actually lived. By the time I graduated, I had an Ocean Springs address, a Gaucher number, and we went to Van Cleve High School.
Nice.
When I graduated, I went to Jones County Junior College for 2 years, and then I moved there from Laurel to Starkville. Went to Mississippi State for 3 years, so I spent 5 years in college, just a little extra year to get my priorities in order.
Yeah.
And after that, I graduated with a teaching degree, so I started teaching in Starkville. Been teaching from 2014 until now, and then I went to Belhaven, got my master's degree. While I was getting my master's, I met my wife. She was an intern. We didn't really talk or intermingle until after we graduated, so there was no questionable things happening there.
Right.
So we got married in May of last year, and we just celebrated our 1-year anniversary this, and going strong.
Yeah. And for those of you who are watching, if you don't know already, Emily, who is with us, is Caleb's wife. So,
Me. I'm the intern.
All right, Emily, your turn.
Okay, well, I'm Emily Jones, and I grew up in Putnam, Alabama. Michael is my brother. So went to Sweetwater, or actually went to Thomasville, then went to Clark Prep, then went to Sweetwater, and that's where I graduated. And then on a whim, I decided to come to Mississippi State. And so I guess I really like Starkville because I've lived here the past 6 years. I graduated with a degree in special education. And then the last 2 years, I taught at Starkville Christian. I taught K-4 and then 4th grade last year. And then this year, I'm actually going to use my major and teach a self-contained classroom at Armstrong Junior High. So,
Nice.
And then, met my husband at one of my
There you go.
at one of my schools that I student taught at. And so, like you said, we've been married a year. We teach at the same school now. That's kind of cool.
That was neat.
And we have 2 dogs, a golden doodle and a Malshi. It's like a big horse and a tiny Chewbacca. And yeah, I don't really know what else to say. So that's us. We watch TV a lot and play COD.
Yes. God. So, all right, one thing I want to know that I'm interested about, I'm going to start with Caleb here. So, when you get married, a lot of times you hear, when you marry the girl, you marry into her family. One thing people don't really also realize, or maybe it's not even that big of a thing, but like you also marry into her friend group. And so what's it been like for you kind of marrying into our friend group that we have here? You can be honest too.
I love her family and her friends, my friends now.
Right.
But I grew up in high school. We used to play Halo and play it on Xbox. Had a lot of friends that did that. And then I realized once I did get into this friend group that Xbox wasn't an option anymore. Frowned upon among the majority of the group.
Oh, man.
So I didn't know that people play Call of Duty like this.
What do you mean like this? So passionately?
Well, the amount. And then the thing is how good some of us are.
Okay.
Yeah, I was highly surprised, but I mean, this small friend group's definitely become family to me. I mean, I've enjoyed getting to know everybody.
Yeah.
Especially, I mean, I feel like I always had this little country part of me that never really got out. So the fishing, the hunting, stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
I enjoy that with everybody, but no, I mean, I definitely I love this group of people, and it's going to be interesting to be playing Call of Duty when we're 80 years old.
Yes.
Yes.
Have tendinitis and all kind of mess, arthritis, tendinitis. All this.
The nursing home's going to be popping.
That's it. Oh my gosh. We're still gonna be rolling the content out in 2060. Oh gosh. Nah, that's cool, man. I know, like, for me, I feel like playing COD, I've gotten to know you a lot better. You know, obviously we've hung out a few times, you know, throughout the last year or so, but really I feel like COD and gaming is, you know, kind of like I told Michael and Will, not that it really keeps friendship alive, but it's just, I don't know, it's just something about it that helps us stay connected. And so I'm grateful for it. And,
Sure.
and I feel like if it weren't for that, who knows what all of our relationships would be like. But I'm grateful for it. You know, glad that you married into the group, man. We love you. You're one of us now. Whether that's a blessing or a curse, who really knows? But we're glad to have you.
I want to add too, though, you know, when you're playing Call of Duty, you get to see all sides of the person. You got good nights, bad nights. I mean, so y'all have seen basically both sides. Now, most of the time when it's a bad night, I just tend to get off before you do see that part of me.
Right.
You know, it's like the whole person.
You do. I think of the 7 of us, you probably have the most discipline as far as, like, when it's time to go, like, it's time to go. And that's it.
I want to break it.
Do what?
It would be Caleb first, and then it would be Will. Actually, I don't know. Trevor too.
Yeah, but Trev, which I don't want to talk much about him when he's not here, but Trev gets off because he's mad usually. Which I don't know. That probably goes the same for all of us. The other night we were playing, and it was me, Michael, and Will. And all of a sudden, Will was just like, "All right, guys, I'm getting off." Like in the middle of a game, it's like 3-0. He's like, "All right, guys, I'm going." And we thought he was joking. All of a sudden, you see, W. Chaffee's left the party, and we're like,
"Oh my gosh!"
So, probably between Caleb, Will, and Trevor, they probably all have the most discipline, I guess.
That's true. I have 0. Like, I will be like, I'm gonna get off tonight by like 10:30. I'm gonna get in bed, and then like 2 a.m. rolls around. I'm like, oh my gosh, I
know.
Do
I'm the same way. Like, when it starts getting late, like 1, I start getting in my mind. I'm like, all right, we need to get off soon. And then nobody really ever says anything, and I don't want to be that guy that's like,
right,
I'm getting off, you know. And then before you know it, it's 2:00, and something great happens, and we all get hyped. And we end up playing till 3 or 4, and it's just
yes. But even when I'm upset, like even when I'm having like a terrible night, it's almost like I want to keep playing because I want to end on a good note, or like I want to get better in the next game. And I keep thinking next game I'm going to do better.
Yeah.
And then it just never happens, and then I sign off at 2 a.m. in a bad mood because I just never killed anybody.
4 a.m.
What? No. It's like 2 a.m.s are.
That's
average.
kind of yeah.
Maybe like midnight would be like our average
on a weeknight.
On a weeknight.
That's so sad. Well, let me ask you this. No, go ahead. Sorry.
I was just gonna say during quarantine, it really was like even weeknights. It'd be like 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m.
Because you didn't have anything to like get up and go do the next day. You know, everything's kind of shut down, and
it was great.
So yeah, it was both great and bad at the same time.
True.
I'd always hate myself the next morning.
I know.
I lack the discipline to not hate myself the night before. So, you know.
I know.
That. Well, Emily, let me ask you this. So, not that it's, you know, I don't want it to come off as like it's like a sexist thing or anything like that. But you are the only girl in our group.
Yep.
You're honestly the only girl I know personally that plays and is pretty good. So what's it like being the only girl in the group, for one? And 2, also, I didn't ask you this earlier, but do you know of any other girls that like actually do play any? Or is it just kind of you?
Honestly, I don't. Like, I wish I did. I wish I had friends that were girls that actually played. Because I feel like we could connect on a totally different level. Yeah. But, I mean, all I know is, like, your sister, she hops on sometimes.
Yeah.
Kristen.
Yeah.
And she's pretty good. She's getting there. I think you're good, Kristen. Christian. Sorry, I said Kristen.
There you go.
Edit that out. Anyways, but I I don't know. Like, it's not, I was thinking about this question earlier. Like, it's not really a good or bad thing. Like, I enjoy it because, like, y'all really are my best friends. Like, I feel like I've known y'all my entire life. I mean, of course, Michael and Trevor, I have known them my entire life. But
Right.
I just never really think about it. Like, I never think about being the only girl in the group. It's always just like, and maybe it's because Michael always had friends, like, all growing up. He always had friends around the house and stuff. So,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's different. Like, I totally wish I had a friend that was a girl that played. But, I mean, I enjoy playing with you guys, too, though.
And we rag on you.
That is true.
And talk
And some of the
trash.
things y'all say in front of me, I just, like, kind of like,
Whoa, like what?
I don't want to say it on camera.
Oh my God, what are we doing here? Trying to stay somewhat.
I don't mean it's not cuss words or anything like that.
There you
It's
go,
just
yeah.
like guy talk that y'all say or
Okay, yeah,
y'all
yeah.
participate in that I can't. I'm just like, I feel a little awkward. Like I never say anything during those moments.
Oh God.
So
I may or may not have to edit that out.
I know.
No, I'm just kidding. It's staying in.
You're just gonna have to edit me out completely.
Yeah,
Just
the whole
do away
It'll be me and Caleb.
I'm so
Oh,
sorry.
God.
I get nervous talking. I start rambling, telling things I shouldn't tell.
I cut this out, so you're still digging a hole.
Yeah, just stop.
Next question.
Yeah.
But it is fun. It's really fun. It's fun being the only girl. Although I do feel like I'm kind of like I don't know what
Punching
the word would be,
bag?
like the runt of the group. Like everybody always makes fun of me, and like I feel like I have to prove myself a lot just being the
Yeah.
girl. So I don't know. I get nervous when everybody's watching me. Like it'll be like a 1v2 and my thumbs start having seizures because I think, oh my gosh, all these guys are watching me. They think I'm just a girl and I suck. Like, I don't know.
Well, that's facts. So
Yep.
I'm kidding. I will say, I remember it's been a couple months ago or so. I went to Tuscaloosa to visit my family, and I brought the PlayStation. And we were playing. I think it was like all of us were online one night, and my sister was watching, and she was kind of going to the Instagram page, and she saw this is like the same time I posted that clip of you in that 1v6 against all of us, that legendary clip. And I remember Christian was just like, I want to be like her. So Christian loves you. She loves, you being in our group. She actually, a few weeks ago was at Braxton's house, and he was at work. And she told me that he came home and she was like playing his PlayStation, playing Call of Duty. He was like, what are you doing?
Yeah, she's
enjoys it.
she's
She
a
just doesn't have one.
recruiter.
Yeah, she enjoys it. She just doesn't have one of her own. She sent me a picture a few months ago of like she was on Amazon or eBay looking up PS4s and controllers, and I'm like,
Oh my gosh,
don't do it.
that would be so fun if your sister joined the Mcskiddley Squad.
Oh, I agree. And hopefully when she gets married and maybe she can get her own console and
Oh yeah.
join up with us sometimes. But one
Of
thing
course, the PS5 is coming out though, so I like.
True.
I don't know.
I don't know either, and I don't know if I don't know if I'm gonna buy it, but I probably will if all y'all do.
If y'all buy it, I'll buy it.
Yeah.
You have to buy two.
I was about to say y'all just going to buy two for real. So you got to keep playing split screen.
Yeah.
It'd be cool if they had some kind of like adapter that you could hook up to two TVs into one
Yes.
PlayStation or something like that.
Why has nobody made this yet?
Like some kind of dual HDMI adapter or something.
That would be really cool.
Billion
Honestly, Caleb would probably
idea.
stay on longer.
I agree. I feel like a lot of times he gets off because he's tired of split screen.
That's probably true.
Not true. I just know my limits. Plus, I were talking about earlier, people getting off, because we have discipline. I think it might be because we're the ones with the anger issues. And we know that we've learned to suppress them. I paid too much for the TV. I don't want to break it.
Well, that's understandable.
I accidentally threw a controller one time. I was joking, and I was acting like I was mad. I picked up a controller, and I threw it at the couch. It missed the couch. It hit the coffee table. Down. I don't know.
It like knocked over a drink or something.
Oh, no.
And I was like, it was just a joke. I didn't mean it. I learned my lesson that day. She didn't need to see the dark side.
Oh, man. I don't know what it is about gaming it, too. Like, it just brings it out in you,
True.
Like, I was really bad in the Black Ops 3 days. I broke a couple of controllers, like, purposefully.
I don't understand how Michael listens to the trash talk, man. Like honestly, it's not even about gaming. When kids are talking trash to me, like I don't care if they're 8 years old, like instant.
I know. I'm the same way, man. I enjoy it to an extent, but like some of those kids just have no filter, and it's just like, what do you do?
Oh yeah. Nights that we're in game chat, it really does stress me out because trash talking in general. Like I'm type 9 Enneagram, the peacemaker. So if they're talking trash to us or we're even talking trash to them, automatically just get tense. So every round ending, I'm like, oh, please stop.
I know. I feel like too when we're in game chat and just the trash talk, like I feel like I have to amp it up. You know, I feel like I can never slack off.
Yeah.
Sweat the whole time, you know, and I feel like everybody's watching me, even though everybody's alive. Nobody's watching me. I just have this mindset like everybody's seeing what I do.
Because nothing is worse than trash talking and then losing the entire game.
I know.
You just feel dumb.
But nothing's better than trash talking and coming back from down 5-1 and winning.
That's true.
So, well, let me ask you guys this. This is for both of y'all. And I feel like we've honestly already kind of hit it somewhat. But, like, what's it like being a married couple who are both into gaming? You know, a lot of times it's – do what?
We haven't hit it yet. Let's talk about it.
Oh, okay. Well, let's.
What are you about to say, babe?
You know, I'm really just deciding on when the intervention is going to be. I just can't schedule. When it comes to gaming, I thought that I played games, and now I have to fight for the controller. I mean, it's like she has the snout of a bloodhound. I mean, she'll be down the street, and I'll turn the log me in and out of the window, you know.
Oh my gosh, dude, I'll never forget that time. I think I was on Will and Hunter maybe, and you got on and you're like, all right, boys, we got about 20 minutes. She's at the store. I got the full screen to myself. And you took full advantage of it.
Full advantage, 20 minutes. Yeah.
I do that a lot. If I ever hear the PlayStation turn on, I'm like, I'm in the other room. Lock me in.
Oh God.
There's the times where she's like, I'm not going to play. I'll let you play. But there's that look, you know, like you can see in her eyes, this isn't what she wants.
No, I genuinely offer. No.
Learn that look. Just come on and let's play.
Uh-huh.
No, there's a lot of nights I'm like, babe, you play. I'll let you play if you want to play by yourself. And he never wants to. And then the nights he does, I value that and I let you.
We just need to talk about how this group doesn't like sleep. I have grown accustomed to sleep in the 29 years of my life. And it's like 2-3 hours, you're good to go. I need a good 7 or 8 to function properly.
Yeah, I feel that. What's crazy is I feel like, I don't know if it's gaming or if it's just my work schedule in general, but I've adapted to where, as unhealthy as this may be, I don't ever really get like a full night of sleep. Instead, I just kind of take a sequence of naps throughout the day. And I don't
you
know,
are like that.
You know, I've been like that for as long as I can remember. You know, I don't know.
Hags will be like, I'll be like, what time do you got work, Hags? In about 2 hours.
I know.
You need to get some sleep.
It's terrible. I remember when I lived in Tuscaloosa, and I would have those mornings where I'd have to go in at 4 to work on the truck.
Golly.
Like Michael always jokes about it, but I'd pretty much just get off and go change and just go to work, you know, and I come home and take a nap. I don't know. Wait, how did this get?
Did you have good days? Like, were you moody? Like, what did you feel like?
Was it your pleasure?
Oh, it's always my pleasure, Caleb. God, I don't remember. I mean, that's been, 4 years or so? I mean, I'm sure I was ill. You know, I'm sure I wasn't just like, all right, let's start the day, you know. I mean, I do, anytime it's like that, I do like just hit a wall about halfway through my day where like I don't want to talk to anybody. I don't want to have anything to do with anybody. I want to get my job done, go home, go to sleep. But
yeah.
How did this get about me? This is about you guys and the married gaming. Y'all got me
I will
rethinking
say,
my life
though,
issues.
I will say, Caleb has it made because I never get upset if he plays for a long time because I understand the struggle.
That's true.
But what's funny is like we'll be all together and like the guys will be talking about playing Call of Duty and then the wives will be talking about the guys playing Call of Duty and Caleb will like lean over and be like, I identify more with the wives than I do with the husband.
I know. I remember we were all together for what was it? Wasn't your birthday? It was.
It wasn't my birthday.
What was
it? Trevor's birthday?
Trevor's birthday, like the July 4th.
Uh-huh.
That whole afternoon, we had that conversation where all the wives were just janking on the husbands, and Caleb was like, yo, I kind of feel that.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of funny how the role is reversed for you guys.
Yes.
In a way.
True.
But
I blame Michael. He got me started on this 10 years ago. I'm sorry, 18 years ago.
18 years ago. It's been 18 years. Classic clip. Well, hey, let me, as we kind of get to, near the end of this today, a big part of today was just kind of getting you guys on and sharing a little bit about who you are and just some experience. Let everybody see a face. Like I said last week, they watch the videos of us gaming and they hear a voice, but they don't really necessarily see a face. So I thought that was one cool aspect to this. And also, for our family members or friends who don't care about gaming, but might also care about just listening to us talk, and just kind of seeing another angle of our lives. I feel like this is a pretty cool tool, pretty cool way to do that for them. But I do want to ask before we go, throughout quarantine, what has been one of y'all's like favorite gaming moments, like with the squad? Like, what's one of the nights that just kind of stood out the most?
Babe, you go first. No, you first.
It sounded real bad, real conceited. I won on Warzone, and no one was with me. That was a great experience. I think there's a video of that, me being really excited. Now, for the whole squad, honestly, it's any night that we don't lose every game. Because when we don't lose, I don't get off at 9:30. But I don't know if I talk about a specific time. There was about a week ago that I got on. I actually did really well for a while, and I got off early enough to where it didn't go downhill. I just enjoy the good nights because the bad nights are bad.
Right. Dude, I remember a couple of weeks ago, we went through a span of the 4 or 5 times in a row we got on. It was just miserable. I remember one night, it was like me and Will and Hunter maybe, or maybe Trevor or something, and we played for like an hour, and we got off before anybody else got on. We're like, all right, we're done. Can't do it.
Really?
It was bad. So, yeah, any of the good nights, I totally agree with that.
Yeah, sometimes it just puts you in bad lobbies all night or like try hard lobbies.
Yeah. It is what it is.
Don't we try hard?
We are, but when we play try hard people, it's annoying.
Yeah.
It's like, try hard class, like, what do you think I'm playing with?
True.
It's different when it's us. It's okay when we try hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. What about you? Favorite gaming moment?
I think there's so many, they just kind of all run together. And I think maybe I'm thinking of this one because it's actually clipped. But like that night we got on and we had like 4 or 5 comebacks that we were like down 3 or 4 rounds in search and destroy. And we just kept coming back. It was the night I threw out the trophy system when I was trying to shoot. And that really just turned it around for us. Yeah,
that did. Who'd have thought?
But really, like, even like the other night when someone kept playing that John Cena sound, and it was just funny. Like, that was just such a good time because at every round it was like, it's John Cena. And it was just hilarious. I don't know. And of course, like the 1v6 I pulled off, that will always be my favorite night.
Yeah, that was insane. I still can't believe you did that to us. I
still can't believe I did it either. It was such luck.
But
really, I was more proud that it was like against you and Michael, and that who else was it? It was
me,
random
Michael. It was Austin Wiley. It was
okay.
2 of my cousins, Matthew and Peyton. And I want to say maybe Will or Hunter. I mean, it was 6 of us. I'm pretty
I can't
sure.
remember who that last person was.
I can't either. But you wiped all of us.
I sure did. It felt good too.
Yeah.
You woke me up and told
Sucked it up ever since.
It's just going to
What'd you say?
up and told me.
Oh
About
yeah, I did. We were at his parents' house, and Mr. Tom was watching a movie or something until like midnight, and I heard him get off, and I snuck into the living room, and I logged on, and I joined up, and y'all are already in games, so it put me on the other team.
That's
And as soon as I pulled it off, I just took him in. I was like, "Hey, come look at this!"
Yeah, that's when I know we didn't have an intervention. Whenever she looked at me and she's like, "When's your dad going to bed?" Like, I'm not going to tell him to get off. You know, like,
Yeah. Caleb, can you tell your dad to go to bed so I can play COD, please?
I did not say that.
You've asked that before. When do you think your dad's going to bed?
Okay, maybe once.
Oh, the truth comes out.
Yeah, maybe.
That's good stuff. Well, hey, we're running out of time here on the recording. I just got the warning, so we're gonna go ahead and bring this to a close. I appreciate you guys coming on and just spending some time with me this afternoon. To everybody watching, we appreciate y'all's support. Appreciate everybody that's watching. I think we got a good bit of views on our last video, so hopefully that's a good thing. Hopefully you'll tune in again for this one. But we appreciate everything that y'all comment, the likes, subscribe, all that. This is something that we're doing for fun. It's not like we're trying to find clout or get popular or famous. If it works out like that, then great. But we're just having some fun, and it's something that we just want to enjoy doing. So Emily, Caleb, appreciate you guys coming on, and I'm looking forward to having you all back again for another episode soon. So
Sure thing.
all right, that is it, and roll the outro.
All right.
See y'all.